Chad here with Peter's Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking off the rear fenders, the fiberglass fenders, and the radiator is what we're going to take out today. The radiator lines are running up underneath the cab, and I'm going to go ahead and remove those. That way we can go ahead and do some painting and stuff under there. That way we can start to think about putting the transmission and transfer case up under it. So we're going to go ahead and get busy. Okay, for this side, we have a bolt down here. I think that's a 10 millimeter, I think is what I figured out. And then there's 3 bolts that's holding it on the top. There's one here, here, and here. Okay guys, this is the back side of the fender here. So you have a support beam going all the way across, or support bar, whatever you want to call that, where there are 3 bolts that holds this fender on. Then there is this support bracket that goes out this way, and currently there's only 1 bolt on it, so we'll have to get to that to be able to get this fender off. Alright guys, so here's our 10 millimeter bolt. There's a nut on the back side of it that we're going to have to take off, so get our wrench on that side and help if I was going the right way. As of right now, I think we're going to go ahead and reuse these fenders, I think. We've been looking at new fenders and some other stuff, but right now we're just focusing on trying to get it running. Put all this together right here. There, our bottom's loose. That's good. Alright. Let's see if I can't do this and hold it too. See if I'm that talented. Maybe. Hang on, let's put this other socket down. It doesn't seem hard to hold a camera and use a ratchet until you try to do it, and then it's harder than you think, actually. Alright. Almost out. Felt like it was loose. That's weird. I may have to pry that one out for some odd reason. Yeah, let me work on it. All right, let's go ahead and take out these other 2 bolts. One. Here's the second. I'll drop that one, didn't I? Alright. This should be ready to be pulled off, I think. Yep. Yep. Alright guys, hopefully this other side goes a little bit better. So I got the rear fenders off. This is what it kind of looks like. It still has the strap on it from when it was falling off. If you guys watched the video of us moving this in here from the driveway, remember we strapped that on there, that way this block and everything wouldn't fall off. So it looks like to start to take off this radiator, I just have this hose clamp here. I have one here that looks pretty rusted. Hopefully I can get it off. And then way up under here, hopefully you guys can see this one. There's one here, and that is super rusted, so I may end up having to cut that one. And then the pipe runs all the way up there. That's how he mounted the radiator to the back. So, pretty slick. I just got to take it apart, clean it up. I want to paint this underneath here, the frame rail, and get everything all cleaned up. So, only thing left to do is just to do it. So while I was down here, I went ahead and shifted this out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull this the rest of the way out. I'm going to try to get this hose off of it too, and then I'll go around the other side and do the same exact thing. Alright, let's try to get this hose off this. See if I can't wiggle this loose. There it goes. There it goes. Alright. Now, we'll move on to the other side. All done. So this is the passenger side right here. So went ahead and got that done. We're gonna see about these bolts up here. I'm trying to also see what else might be holding this in. I think this is just a bracket that it sits down in. Let's look out on the other side. I think those fans are separate. I think those are mounted separately. So there's the bolt and nut for that one. I think I gotta cut this stuff off here. This is like a breather for the fuel tank, fuel cell. So let me get some tools and I'll be right back so we can take this thing off. Attempt to take it off. Went and got my ratchet and this wrench. 7/16 socket. Alright, I think we're going the right way now. There we go. This thing off here. Go around the other side, see if we can't get that one off the same way. On this side, there's a bungee strap from here, wraps underneath it, and then comes back here by this fan, but I'm not exactly sure why it's sitting there. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Figure it out. I got a utility knife too for that duct tape that's over there. We'll get that cut off there too. I think we should almost be ready to pull this radiator out, I think. Have to. Seems sort of loose. Alright. like, hopefully you guys can see this. Let me move you around here. There, now you can see instead of looking at my back. So it looks like this old duct tape. And after the duct tape, it looks like there's these zip ties also on it. So have to figure that out. Man, that is some old duct tape. That duct tape started to take that paint off. Alright, this one is holding on that, so let's cut these other two. And then while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and take off this bungee, huh? Hopefully this isn't the thing holding it on. It's gonna go tumbling. Oh man, now I see why. Now I see. Alright. This is something I didn't really want to see because this is an added expense. Wasn't anticipating. Let me see. I'm going to leave this on here. Let me show you. Look here. The whole bottom of this radiator. That's why it was holding all that on. See that? Big gap. Oh, goodness. Always something. Always. Alright, well, still got to get it out here either way, so. Okay, guys. Not sure if this is the safest or the right way to do this, but I'm standing on the back of this roll cage back here. I'm going to attempt to lift this thing straight up in the air and try to get it out of here myself. It's in there pretty tight. I don't know what's holding us up, to be honest. There, that side's out. Well, I thought it'd be easier than that, to be honest. Oh, there it comes. There it is. Now the trick is trying to get this thing out of here. I wonder gotta be an easier way. Let me work on this. I'll be back. Okay guys, what I ended up doing, there's a tab over here that's plastic, and I went ahead and cut it so that way I can shift it to one side, lift it up. As far as I can tell, I don't know this for sure, but as far as I can tell, Seamus built the roll cage around the radiator. So let's see if we can lift it up out of there now. Alright. Well, there's the bottom piece. Let's see if I can get out of here without falling on my head. Climbing on this thing like it's a jungle gym. Okay, this is the bracket that I cut. Right here. It was on here like this, and I just hacked it off, literally with a hacksaw. So got it out of there. And then there it is. The only thing left I gotta take off is the fans. A little bit of wiring over there if you guys can see that, but that's gonna come off with the fans. It's all connected to the fans or the fuel pump over there. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.